Well, hello everyone, and welcome to HoGaLeSh Global Astrology. Know your planets, know yourself, know your nation, know yourself. We have very good news to start off with, but before we give you the avalanche of good news that is coming, we can't stop ourselves smiling. Let me just
I know.
introduce our panel, and we are back together again. So this happens about once every month, guys. So over to my side. Well, actually, I need to go this way, isn't it? But Lady G is over here, but I want to go here. Lady G, looking very chic, of course, and kind of a black ensemble and something lovely. And then this way, Sheila. I want to go this way, but Sheila is here, of course, looking wonderful as always with her bouffant hair.
Yes, the hair's to die for, isn't it?
Indeed. And down under, of course, we have Lena. Who is, I hope, coming out of winter now, but she's always stylish with her fabulously coloured glasses. Are you getting some warmth now, Lena, or is it still pretty much?
Finally, I'm down to a t-shirt. But then I take off next week for winter in Europe. But don't worry, there are worse things.
Yes, it's all changing here. Well, folks, for once, I mean, we are very, very pleased to announce that we have some really positive news. Oh, at last. And as you know, I've been yabbering away, haven't I, for months. I've been saying, guys, reality checks. Jupiter is on Trump's Saturn. Anyway, let's just start. What I've done is I've written everything down so I don't miss anything, and we'll just rip through it. And I also want to kind of weave in a few other astrological observations as well of accountability that's happening in different areas of life. So straight off. Oh, and I've also got to say as well, I'm going to my IBIZA retreat this Friday. So when you see me for my Friday show, it will probably when I be in Ibiza. Hopefully that's going to be all good. Anyway, and they're there from Friday to Sunday. So let's just start off with the good news. So California voted for Prop 50.
Yes. I was actually a bit worried about that, going to a plebiscite, but they got it.
Yeah, they've got it. So for those that may not know, Prop 50 is to do with congressional redistricting in California. And basically the people went for it. The vote for yes was 63.8%. And the no's were 36.2%. Probably Republicans up in the hills somewhere of California. Now, assuming this goes through, which of course they voted for, that means Democrats could gain 5 more seats. 5 more seats in the House. And there was something in Connecticut and New England as well, which kind of went a bit more blue, but I missed out some of that detail there. Let's carry on with the good news. So, of course, the Dems win New York. Mamdani. Yes, he made it through, and I was very pleased because I did a reading. I did a show yesterday, and I was reading cards on him, and I said, if he doesn't win, it is rigged. Yeah, because it was just his.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, thank you. His cards were so good, and of course he came through. So he won by 50.4%. Cuomo got 41.6. I mean, it's a bit sad that he even got 41.6, to be honest.
Yeah, but he had big money behind him, Cuomo. Big money. So it didn't work. You know.
Yeah. And the way they smeared him, it was really unseemly. I mean, it was just very, planes showing planes flying into the Twin Towers and all this stuff. It's just disgusting. Anyway, didn't work. Then we go on to Dr. Alicia Johnson of Georgia.
Yes.
Georgia, 62% of the vote she got. Then we go on to Peter Hubbard, which may be in the same district or whatever. I'm not sure. I wasn't clear when I was looking. 62% of the vote. So these are all Democrats. And then history, first female governor of Virginia, which is Abigail Spanberger. Yeah. 57.5% of the vote. And then her colleague for Attorney General J. Jones got 53.1% of the vote. Then we also have, in yet more victory, we have Mickey Sherrill of New Jersey. She won 56.2% of the vote. Then we go on to Mississippi. Yeah. Even in red Mississippi, I think it's still basically Republican. However, 3 of the seats that were flipped Democrat, and that is even in Mississippi. So that's extraordinary.
I just wanted to say a little bit about that.
Sure.
It's even more important because they broke the supermajority in Mississippi. That means they now have to work with the Democrats in Mississippi. Before they were just there for show. So that's even more important that they broke the supermajority.
That's very important.
Very important.
Amazing. All right, do you want some more good news, folks? Well,
please.
I'll say good news, but it's a little bit of Schadenfreude, but I'm sure you all will join me in on this one. Do you remember I was talking about how when Saturn and Neptune get together in the sky, that is bad news for Russia? Do you remember I said historically it's never been good for them? Guess what? Saturn and Neptune have delivered major blackouts
in Moscow.
Major blackouts in Moscow. They're talking about, like, literally Moscow is crippled, metro trains stuck, in the underground, and traffic all not working out because, of course, as we know, Ukraine have attacked them where it really hurts in terms of the oil, the gas. Not all of them, but many of the power stations are on fire. And one thing I want to add to that, which we all know from Game of Thrones, winter is coming. Winter is coming. You don't want blackouts in a Russian winter. Let's just put it that way. And do you remember, guys, I said K2 in Leo. Do you remember how I said we'll be seeing changes in leaders? And I said royals as well could be held to account. So, of course, who I now call Andy Mountbatten. Yeah, Andy Mountbatten, formerly known as Prince Andrew, has now effectively been exiled to Norfolk. Yeah, yes. We'll see whenever he comes out again.
But if I could just add a bit of social history for a moment.
Yeah.
Lord Louis Mountbatten, who was famous, because all the current crop of royals are actually German, Greek, and Russian, they're not actually English. His name was Battenberg, and it was changed to Mountbatten. Yeah. So because of the war, it was all a bit awkward. So anyway, just there you go.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Rebranding, folks. Rebranding can work. Rebranding. Indeed, this one is a little bit different, and it's not something that I'm cheering. But I think it was just worth saying because I said people in leadership. Dick Cheney is dead.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney. Yeah, he's gone. So again, a very powerful, influential person. I'm not going to go into the details of his career and stuff like that.
I don't trust myself to speak.
Yeah. Exactly. But again, that K2, that snip, leaders coming a cropper. And then and then we'll start the show. But just to give this little context here, I just wrote these notes because remember, I've been yabbering on about this for ages. So Jupiter, which is, talking about Trump's chart, Jupiter, which is his 8th house lord. Remember, 8th house is what? Sex, death, and rock and roll. Do you remember I said all of this stuff with Epstein and all the stuff I said, it is not going to go away because this is astrological. It's now squatting on Trump's natal Saturn. Now, remember, Saturn is the planet of what? Duties, responsibilities, restrictions, can be hardships, karmas. Yeah. And Saturn, for all Leos, is the 6th house lord of health, healing, and battles, and the 7th house lord of public name and fame, imports and exports. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I call it 7th house is imports and exports. I kid you not. I tell my clients this all the time. Partners and open enemies. And Saturn in his chart sits in the 12th house. So natally, when he was born, it was in the 12th house of losses, expenses, foreign lands, maybe like giving 40 billion to Argentina and other places in the Middle East that have weapons and free healthcare, hospitals, prisons, and endings and retirement. Yeah. And it's going to be squatting on Trump's Saturn for 4 weeks and 4 days or thereabouts. Yeah. And then it will retreat back into sidereal Gemini on December 5th. Then it goes direct and will re-enter the sign of Cancer on the 1st of June 2026. And I put here Jupiter in Cancer, where it is now, sidereal Cancer. Enlightenment comes due to people suffering from lack of food, comforts, and security. They realize Trump is a pile of BS. Do you remember how I said how enlightenment sometimes comes, unfortunately, because of suffering? And I don't welcome this suffering. I don't. It's really horrible. But look at what is happening now, because people are just like, oh, this is terrible. Anyway, so ladies, your thoughts, and then we'll get underway with the show. Anything to add to that, or we're all good? Oh,
we can go.
All right, pardon. Let's dive in. All right.
I already said it all.
Oh, thank you. All right, so this one's in from Nick Mink. So thanks everyone for your questions. Thank you everyone for joining us. And this is Prince William and Brazil, bit different. So Prince William has announced an alliance with Brazilian groups to help protect the Amazon rainforest. Do the cards show if this will be of benefit in protecting it from deforestation? One card pull, Prince Willie and Brazil.
Prince Willie. It must be lonely. They must be rattling around the palace now. Harry's gone and Andrew's gone.
Yeah. The family Christmas, when they do the walkabout, is going to be a little bit threadbare this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without the corpulent presence of Andy Mountbatten. All right. Prince Willie, what's going on with Prince Willie in Brazil? And we'll do our usual, we'll go clockwise. So Lady G, you'll go first, and after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've got the universe, so I would say that looks very positive that he is caring about what's going on in the world situation for the climate control and all of the other things.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Sheila, how do you interpret your card?
Well, I got the 6 of Wands, the humanitarian, right? The humanitarian, which is wins significant battles, goes to the war for the right reasons. So yeah, I think he's going to do some significant changes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Lena, your card?
And I've got a card of movement too here with the Chariot. It's only a move in the right direction. You know, there's a lot of remedial work to be done, etc., etc. But I love the fact that it got the Chariot. The Brazilian rainforest being the lungs of the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And my card here is interesting. I've got the 5 of Swords, which is normally associated with an abuse of power. But because all the other cards are so positive, I think this is probably more about tackling the abuses of power in regards to the Brazilian rainforest. So if there's one thing about Willie that I do know is that he is genuinely passionate about the environment. And I do think he got that from his father, because Will has been on about this for ages. So that looks pretty positive. So, hey, go Will, definitely save those lungs.
Hurt.
Well, yeah, exactly. Anything to add to that, ladies, or shall we move on to the next question?
Moving on.
Oh, wow. We're
whipping through today.
Skippity skip tonight. All right. Now, this is in from Nick Minks again, and this is about Russia and Venezuela. Yeah. So we'll do a 1-card pull, and then we'll do a bit of Shakespeare on Putin. Yeah, on Putinshka. I think it's been a while since we've done that for Putinshka. All right. as Russia sends ships to Venezuela, is this our generation's Bay of Pigs moment? Would Putin risk moving nuclear weapons to escalate tensions? So that's the question. And then we mentioned the blackout, and then we'll have Shakespeare on Putin. So one card, Paul, and Sheila, you'll be first this time.
So just recap the question for me.
Sure.
The nuclear stuff,
Yeah.
is it going to be our Bay of Pigs as a generation?
Indeed, yeah. So as Russia sends ships to Venezuela, is this our generation's Bay of Pigs moment? Would Putin risk moving nuclear weapons to escalate tensions? Sputishka. It would be very interesting, wouldn't it, if Trump went up against his boss? All right. So when we're ready. So Sheila, you'll be going first on this after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Interesting. I got the 9 of Pentacles.
Yeah, a bit hard to read, isn't it?
It is. Well, it's like luxury, and that's kind of what popped in. It was luxury. So I don't know if material wealth. He has an idea of material wealth against it. He has an idea of making his own. Possibly, I'm just gonna kind of pass it on. But that was a little odd for me. Maybe when we circle around, it would make a little.
Yeah, you might have further thoughts on that. It's a weird one.
Yeah, it's a funny one. Lena, how do you interpret your card?
Well, this is the Russian deck.
Of course.
One foot in the coffin, one out. It's the Hierophant in the Russian deck. So it's like flirting with death, right? You know, in that sense. So yes, using it to control with the Hierophant, but I'm not getting big explosive energy from it. It's more the threat, the argy-bargy.
Indeed, indeed. And with my card, I've got Temperance. So, of course, I mean, which is normally seen as quite a positive card, but the important thing to understand with this card is about rebalancing. This, for me, is almost like the scale of the scales. It is about alchemy. Do you see here how the water is moving up? I think this is very much for Putin to put his presence there to be like, hey, remember, dude, Krasnov, you work for me. Yeah. It's a big difference going into Venezuela gung-ho and sticking pipes in the ground and taking what you want. It's another one to go up against your boss. So I think he's there to balance the power. Lady G?
Well, I got rapid movement, but I also picked one from the noir, brute force. So it's a show of force, you know. Yeah. Rapid show of force.
Yeah.
Because I also think surely even the dictators of the world who tend to have had better educations than a lot of the people they rule, it does not make sense to launch a nuclear bomb in the world because we have to break the news. It's round. The world is round. You know, it's just so stupid to do it. You know?
Yeah. Indeed, indeed. Shall we see? Oh, yeah, go on, Sheila.
I just kind of pulled a clarifier for my card for my criminal, and I got power supply. So that makes a little bit more of because of wealth when it comes to that card. So
yeah,
he doesn't want to hurt it. He wants to covenant. You know what I mean? He wants to use it.
And I just had another thought there, Sheila, what we were saying about the Moscow blackouts, and they're struggling with oil supply and power supply to their own nuclear facilities.
Yeah.
When you think that
actually not to destroy it.
Oh no. Yeah, he doesn't want to destroy it. He wants to protect Venezuela because of the attacks in Ukraine, is running out of fuel. Quite literally, they can't process it. In Venezuela, Venezuela is the most oil-rich nation on earth. Not going to go into the politics, but it's just a fact. And think about it. If he rides into the rescue, that's a lot of free oil when you are running out of oil at home. Do you see? So, indeed. Let's see what the bard has to say about Putinska. It's been a while since we've asked the bard. Who called out last time? I'm thinking, was it?
Yes, I think it was Lady Jean.
So Sheila, I don't think you've called out on the Shakespeare for a while, isn't it? Let's do that. So you know the routine. Tell me when to stop. And this is the bard's opinion on Putinska.
Stop.
Oh, all right. Oh, let's see. It's pretty interesting because it's just what's come out. This is really very simple, very pithy. This is from 12th Night. It says, "You are not worth another word."
Oh. Ouch. Ouch.
You are not worth another word. And it's showing this broken banjo there as well. Yeah, it's kind of very dismissive. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh,
it's crushing in its own way.
Yeah. And then on the other,
I just get
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just like, you are not worth another word. Wow. And then on the next page, this is from Coriolanus, and it says, it doesn't say you abilities are too infant-like for doing much alone.
Oh.
Isn't when I read that, that makes me think of Xi and China in regards to Russia. You abilities are too infant-like for doing much alone. Oof. Oof.
Yes, somebody's just saying, "I've got more than you have." Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Well,
very interesting.
In terms of international business is what drives the capitalism and power, and he's making all that difficult, so China doesn't respect him.
Nah.
Sheila, a couple of people have said, can you turn your sound up a bit?
Yeah, I have my microphone a little far away.
Okay.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
No problem. Okay, so are we ready for the next? Well, first of all, let's actually just bring some people in here. What's it? Someone's saying here, all caps, but this is Jane says, I had a revelation. Sorry, ladies, you blocked out a bit by the size of it. I had a revelation that it needs to be proven that the 2024 election was stolen in order to rehabilitate America's reputation. If not, we will always be seen as a crazy and untrustworthy. So, yeah, there's that. Someone says, much better, Sheila. So moving it closer. What else do we have there? And then I'm not sure what this is replying to, but I think it's quite interesting. So Suzanne says, that's how I feel about my ex-husband. You aren't worth another word. Haven't spoken to him in over 6 years. Thank you so much for sharing. For me, it's like the ultimate diss. It's just like, you are unworthy. I just can't even be bothered to even speak about you. I'm so done with you. You're not worth another word. I'm not even going to waste energy insulting you, because even that would be to ingratiate you. Do you know what I mean? Wow. Wow. All right.
Just doubling back a minute to the comment in all caps about the election 2024 being stolen, which it no doubt was. I think I want to reassure Americans. I think most people in most countries totally get how it was all maneuvered and stuff, and don't blame any decent thinking, caring American with a brain and a heart. I think people do make that distinction.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then we'll just a bit more feedback here. Seeker says, I have to agree. Sheila, your hair looks great, she says. And then someone here, I think in terms of Shakespeare's retort, I need to write that down. Love that. And then what's this? What else here? And then question here. Casey says, question, what is the energy around the death of Chinese actor Yu Meng Long and and the subsequent cover up by the CCP? That is a good one. Do you know what?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do a 1 card pull, because the next one is a full card pull. And in a way, this for us in many ways might be a cold read. Lady G and Sheila, are you familiar with this Chinese actor?
Not at all. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm gonna be full transparency. I have no idea what this is about. So,
and I have virtually zero as well. I saw there was questions around the story, but because of everything else, I didn't get back to it.
So there you go. I'm going to do my true crime ones and see what happens.
Go for it. And I only know a few crumbs. Because this is apparently a very well-known actor in China who is said to have jumped from he was basically found at the bottom of his block of flats. And they say he jumped, and everyone else is like, no, we don't think that is the case. And the Chinese authorities have absolutely squashed it down. And they're kind of blaming Xi, but I'm not sure why they are blaming Xi.
Yeah.
But that's all I know. Very, very handsome guy. You know, he was incredibly popular in China, incredibly popular. So let's just see. We'll do a 1 card pull, and let's just see what comes out of that. But, you know, sometimes the cold reads are the best. We've just got we don't have any skin in the game. So let's see. So Melong. What happened to him? What was the scenario? Chinese actor, incredibly popular. What happened? What was the circumstances around his death? All right. So, Lena, you'll be going first on this one. And then we'll go after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Well,
Sheila, Lena, how do you interpret your card?
Well, yes. I mean, you know, look at this, the moon, unclear. And I would suggest will remain unclear because the Communist Party is not going to investigate itself. So it will be forever unclear. But I just got a little flash as I put up this card. It could be someone else. In any event, I don't think he jumped. But it could be someone else in his world in a moment of anguish or drug-filled or something, not necessarily the party.
Oh.
I'm just saying. I'm just reporting. But
interesting.
Yes.
And this is a cold read for all of us pretty much. Yeah. I know a tiny amount, but it's only a tiny amount. If we look here, what this says to me is, look, we get the 3 of Pentacles, which of course is the card of what? Collaboration, working together. This was planned. Yeah. If I put that together with the moon and then see what the other ladies' cards are. But to me, this was planned. There was an element of teamwork here. Literally with this card, let's not forget, there are literally plans there. So I think there was a collaboration of some kind, perhaps, you know, maybe there were contacts, I would argue, within the government, and again, for entertainment purposes only, but collaboration here. Lady G?
Well, I think it has something to do with the producers and all of that, you know, undercurrent of that industry itself. We've got the oppression, the 10 of Wands, but we've got the heavy anvil there.
Yes.
Well. And so it was like, you know, I think he made waves somewhere in the industry. And they decided,
Oh, fascinating. Aren't these cards gripping?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Sheila, how do you interpret your cards?
So I have egotism. So as you guys were all talking, what buried him is his egotism. He must have had that he couldn't calm it down. Whatever happened, somebody did not like his attitude, what he was saying. He couldn't shift his ideas or something along that line. So that's what got him the most, is he would not behave.
Wow.
Oh, goosebumps.
Yes.
Yeah, I had no idea. But yeah, I literally got, so I have a little bit of a remote view if you want to hear it. It's tiny, like 30 seconds worth. What I have is him drinking. I don't know if they're ever an autopsy talking about him being very, very, very drunk. And it was a female that they sent in there to him that did it.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's ever going to come out, but that's exactly what I saw, was a female came in and he was drunk. So it was very easy for her to do.
Sheila, I have to tell you something. You reminded me something of the story which you could not have possibly known. They said he was intoxicated.
Very drunk.
They said he was intoxicated, but people were just like, yeah, but we're not sure. Was he maybe poisoned or something like that? Wow. Wow. One card pull, guys.
Don't they rock? Both cold reads and the one card pull.
Wow. Cold one card pull can be very revealing for entertainment purposes only, just in case the CCP are listening in on the algorithm. But I think that was quite revealing. Wow. Okay. Thanks so much for that question. Whoever posted that. Sorry, I've forgotten, but I think that was an important one. First full card pull of the night, ladies. So we get a chance to really just flesh out some ideas here. And I thought this was worth a one card pull. We got two back to back. So this is coming from Tamara Camp. And they say, question. Hello, Hoagie and the three Delphian oracles. Oh.
I'm going to Delphi.
No.
Yes.
Are you going to?
Yes.
You're going to. She's actually going to Delphi, folks.
And I'll do a video in Delphi.
Oh, yes. I look forward to that. Wow. Yeah, that's what she's written. Hi, Hoagie and the three Delphian oracles. You're clearly a bit of an oracle yourself, aren't you, Tamara? All right. So she says here, yesterday, the US showed the orange monster how we feel. We're dealing with a closed government, massive job losses, which is true. All the tech companies are just slaughtering everyone, basically, and more. Other companies as well. Massive job losses, loss of SNAP, as we all know, since 1st of November. And healthcare is at risk. I think in terms of SNAP, the regime is saying they're going to pay half of it, but there's no date yet fixed. Surprise, surprise. Just starving people. They're evil. Anyway, now today it was announced that 10% of all domestic air travel will be cut due to the government shutdown. Am I hearing that right? Because I'm just like...
You are hearing that right. And they predict that by the time Christmas comes around, that all the planes will be grounded. That's no joke. Nobody's going to go nowhere except for in their cars. Yeah.
I've had this feeling for a while. I did a video going, don't hold your breath on the shutdown. Thanksgiving's still a month away, virtually 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Agreed. I really would like to know, and I can't, and maybe it's just my inability to see the cruelty at its best. Why would they want the planes grounded? What purpose do they have for that?
Isn't it all about the air traffic controllers? They're not getting paid.
Yeah.
Their arms are being twisted. How long do you work in a high stress job unpaid?
Yeah. I mean, their life's at stake at their
planes. It would not look good for America if they had crashing planes, because too many of the air traffic controllers are out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think this is about? I think, you know, that Voldemort vote, that as I referred to him, I heard it. Apparently, he said he wants to traumatize the American public. And I just get this kind of like, and I don't want it to sound flippant, but this bad boyfriend vibe. I just feel like this is like the government is like a really evil, but controlling, sociopathic boyfriend that just wants to dominate his girlfriend and just cut her off from all family and all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? On that almost international global sense. It's all about isolating everyone in America. I mean, this is ridiculous. 10% of non-flying.
I think it'll be more.
It's going to be more.
This is the end of the wedge for sure.
This is the beginning, yeah.
But this is why it's that Russell vote, it's Curtis Yarvin and Peter Thiel. When you see, and I would recommend if any of you haven't seen any of them interviewed, you're looking at these inarticulate teenage boys, right? They actually became emotionally arrested when they started to get famous at 18 and 22 and 23. And they've got this idea, oh, yeah, you just smash it, wreck everything, and then we come out as the titans. And who cares if 100 million people die? They are so primitive in their thinking.
Yeah.
You can't actually believe it.
Yeah.
Stupid people don't know they're stupid. And I'm not trying to be funny. Stupid people legitimately do not know that they're stupid. So when they get out in front of intelligent people, they are oblivious as to how they sound and how they're acting. Right. And it just sounds, it sounds exactly like a boyfriend who says, it's your fault that I'm cheating. You weren't putting out. Yeah, this is how they can keep on doing it with us, everything. They cause the problem and blame it on the Democrats. Cause the problem. Blame it on the Democrats.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's psychological warfare. This is what this is. It's part of economic, social, food, health. It is warfare, and it's designed to traumatize people. But yes, so just carrying on, and then we'll do a full card pull, of course. Now today it was announced that 10% of all domestic air travel will be cut due to the government shutdown. Considering that the Republicans are in control of all of this, is this latest move on air travel a bellwether for his end goal of martial law? So in essence, what Tamara Camp is asking, is this yet more provocation to try and get martial law? But we've got a full card pull on this. So let's dive in. And who's going first? Is it me? I think is it me going first? Right. Okay.
Yes, I think so.
All right. Sorry, give me a little while.
Clarence says this is why they are losing elections. That's right. So as long as there are elections, they're going to lose them. You know?
Yeah, which they know. And they plan for martial law. I think they want to provoke, but I'm going to see what the cards are saying. Oh, un momento, folks.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to now, Trump wants them to eliminate the filibuster. And most Republicans do not like that idea, because then they lose all control when we get into control. Because that man is terminal, and they all know it.
What's all this about? What's all this about? This one. There. All right. I'm trying not to tap my cards too much, because the boom that my mic is on, it's just it's metal, and you touch it, it makes a big rattling noise. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah, my cards are pretty clear. All right. So what is it all about? Yeah, what is this attack on? Look at this. We get the King of Cups, which of course is my card, and many of your cards, the card for democracy. Once upon a time, it was Joe Biden, but this card has come to symbolize democracy itself. So this is part of attacking civil liberties, all that is left that is good in America, they want to attack. Yeah. And just in case we weren't sure, look who shows up in the obstacle position. It is the 10 of Pentacles, which very much often comes up to represent the Republican Party in readings. But this can also be talking about the establishment. This can also be talking about the billionaires as well. Of course, the 10 of Coins is the card with the most coins on it. So these are the people that are basically the wealthy elites with the Republican Party. And we also have to talk about certain elements of the stagnant leadership of the DEMS, the non-Mamdanis, let's put it that way. They are standing in obstacle to democracy. It's the vested interests. They're just rapacious. They're just insatiable sociopaths. If we look here, though, the truth, though, is emerging. People are beginning to see through it, because they're having to face the truth and reality of their own lives. So this truth, of course, in a way, look at that. See, Lena's got the same. This truth is coming out. People are running away from them in droves because they can't maintain the BS for much longer. Yeah, when you don't have any food, when you don't have a job, when everything is just being cut. Now the planes aren't even falling out the air. There was another crash, unfortunately, the other day, UPS plane or something, 10% grounded. Like by the end of by Christmas, no one will be able to fly anywhere, do anything. If we look here, we have the Page of Wands. Pages, of course, are always about messaging, but the Page of Wands in particular can talk about the passionate orator. In some ways, you could say this is a little bit of a Mamdani type character, but also as well, people just standing up and voicing their opinions in opposition to all of this. But then when we look here, the card that I've got here is the 8 of Swords. Make sure, the 8 of Swords. So what the whole goal of this is to ensnare, it is to entrap, it is to make the American people feel bound up. Oh, did you there you go. Yeah, look, you got trapped as well. That's the goal. It is a toxic relationship, guys. It's a sociopathic boyfriend trying to control the land. Lady G?
Well, what's driving it all is trying to strengthen, yes, the 8 of Swords, interference, and just tying people up in every which way that they can. Of course, we have this abuse of power with their anti-Christian Christianity drama in Trump. And we've got Trump at the head of all this drama, continuing to put out an abuse of power.
The Emperor.
This is, of course, his life choices he's made, and it is resulting, though, in a tower moment for him when it comes to all of the stuff that he's doing. And there's an agreement by the people in what they're offering up, what they're putting out there. The challenge is to temper it. And the message is about actions that the people are doing now. And we are in this struggle to right things, to make it, to make it better for everyone. So, he's doing all he can to try to be a dictator and just causing every kind of interference and problem that he can cause for people. Starve them, let them die. No transportation, anything that they can do to try to break America and trying to get the Democrats to capitulate. So basically blackmail.
Yes. Yeah.
Dreadful. Sheila. No.
Okay, I'm going to probably mirror a lot of what you guys said, but I'm going to get through mine really quick. I got the Knight of Pentacles, that steady progress. And they have been doing this for quite some time. There's something about the Republicans that they know how to start and finish, like steady progress, get there, because it's about greed. And they have greedy hearts.
Yeah.
So when they have a greedy heart, and I always got the lover with this, and tonight it was the first time I finally got a great big huge picture of the reason why I get the lovers. It is the emotional manipulation that he does to his own people who love him.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he wants the love of them, his base to go along with his dismemberment of this country.
Yeah.
Okay. It
great.
finally dawned on me the reason why I keep on getting the lovers is because he's that emotional manipulation of his own people. If you love me enough, you'll just do whatever I say. Because of course I got the 9 of Pentacles, right? Money, and then of course the money card that goes right along with it. And then I got the 7 of Swords, right? The 7 of Swords. Beware the deceit and the lie, because what he wants the most is North Korea. North Korea put up a border wall saying we're trying to keep everybody out, but what happens is they put a border wall up to keep everybody in. He wants everybody trapped. Trapped in their lives, trapped in their money, trapped in debt, trapped in a job, trapped in everything. You know why? Because history has told them how to create the anxiety and trap the people so that you will have slaves for the rest of your life with money. That's all I got.
The war card, and the same thing, take away everything, no way out.
Yeah.
Yep, no way out. We have to do what they say because they're holding the knife to our throats. That's what their biggest plan is. Well, I have to tell them this. I say no.
Good on you, Sheila.
They can't do, I say no.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Wow, fascinating. And Lena, what do you
Well,
have?
mine echo all of that, but I probably can't put it as well as Sheila just did. But this was interesting to me. I picked one normal card, one Russian card for 3 cards. Okay, the one that you got, Hoagie, Sword of Truth and all of that, piercing the crown. We usually love and welcome the Ace of Swords, right? But look at the Russian cards for the Ace of Swords. The same
razor, just like
right.
Wow.
So that set me back on my heels. America inevitably is at the crossroads, just hanging in as a democracy now. Decisions must be made. But to them, meaning the power brokers, not just Trump and his cabinet, but these tech bros, it's just a game. It's just moving, pieces on the board. Back to what you were saying about the Lovers card here, Sheila. This is both piercing in the heart of decent Americans, but also it's the card of deliberate miscommunication. And backing up what you were saying, you have to trust us. There's no one else to trust.
Oh my God.
Your life is in our hands.
It's just, oh my God.
For an answer
I mean,
to the question,
just look at the history of North Korea and how they literally they gave them the utopia idea, but then they trapped them in. It's just sounds about right for the little demons we have in the White
North
House.
Koreans ended up eating grass during the various famines that have taken place.
Goodness. All right. So fabulous read, ladies. Oh my God. Uncanny, I would say. Let's just bring in some of the audience and then we'll move on to our next 1 card pool. And then, our next full card pool. So we've got 2 back to back, and then we're going to squeeze in 2 1 card pools. We're actually quite light-hearted and funny, but I just want to, or potentially light-hearted. We'll see. Anyway, so someone says, Casey says, whoops, splits my card early. So thank you for joining in on us. Thank you for your donation, Pam. Much appreciated. Bobby's become a new member. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy that playlist. Watch my playlist on Erica Kirk, folks. If you haven't, everything I said
Merry Widow
came true. Yeah, I'm calling her Erica Macbeth now.
Yes, yes.
She's Lady Macbeth. Yeah, she's Lady Macbeth. And then where are we? Oh, someone says here, so Ray has always got a very good quote. He said, "The boisterous sea of democracy is never without a wave."
Oh,
Thomas
bless
Jefferson.
You,
yeah, brilliant.
Does have the best quotes.
Indeed. And Fox Proxy says, "We will build a new America." And then thank you so much, Sandy. Much appreciated. And then we've got here a question. Sheila, what products do you do, darling?
I think it's a genetic gift from the angels.
My best little secret, little trade is that I air dry my hair. I put some gel on it, some heavy gel to keep it out of control, and I air dry it. That's been my best thing to do.
There you are, as intended by Mother Nature. So thank you as well, everyone, as well, for your assistance.
There was just another comment that flashed up that you put up.
Sure.
Someone who's around a lot of Chinese friends, and they are unhappy about the way.
Yes, so that's it. Body Smile. I hear a lot about Yu Meng Long because I follow Chinese dramas. There is a lot of concern about his death. Yeah, it is. It's big in China. Everyone on Weibo. People have been talking about this for ages. And thank you as well. And thank you, much appreciated. Here it says they want us here. Was it Hershey? I don't know how to say all the rest of it. They want us writing, therefore we will need martial law for our own good. Yeah, it's a provocation, isn't it? It's absolute. It's just horrible boyfriend vibes just all over. All right, let's quickly squeeze in a full card pull, and then we'll get into one card pulls if we can. So, because the time is just running so quickly. So this is coming from Boomerang. Thank you, Boomerang, for your question.
Love a boomerang.
Yeah, they said, "Hello, all you light keepers. Will the Republican route continue in 2020?" Or do they mean route or route? It's spelt route here.
Yeah, it is a route when it means digging out. And
of course, yeah. Oh, of course, yeah, that's it. Will the Republican route continue in 2026 after these spectacular Dem wins yesterday? So let's go in again, because as much as we love our one card pulls, we can also see as well the full card pulls can be sensational as well. But on these big meaty topics, I think they do deserve a full card pull. So let's look at that. Will this Democrat route, essentially, that happened last night, will that continue? Let's just take a look. And Lady G, you'll be first this time. Full card pull, and then we'll squeeze in 2 1-ies if we can.
Yeah. Glenn in the comments says about the planes, military planes may not be grounded, ? Open skies to move the military around? Oh, interesting.
Very good.
Oh my gosh, that is an eye-opener. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Oh, these people, they're dreadful.
Yeah, because well, the military, it relies on civilian air traffic controllers also. They have to rely on them. They can't man each and every post. However, if they do, the Air Force is very capable of manning each and every one of those Air Force.
Yes, they're not relying on a roster of civilian air traffic controllers.
Right.
I'm sure.
Well, they have, when they fly anywhere, they have to rely on domestic air traffic controllers. They have to tap in.
Oh, so they do. So they'd have to buy them off or secure their services.
Well, what dawned on me when you were saying that, but the Air Force is fully capable of manning each and every one of them with no cost to the United States.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The cards. All right. Lady G. Oh, and by the way, we have 3,194 of you here with us now live. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on the show. Thank you so much for your questions and all the contributions, all the love to the show. Please be of course, to like and subscribe and press the bell notification to help this get out to more people. Lady G, are you ready to go? You're kicking us off for this one.
I am. So what we have driving it is at the root of all of this is a new thing coming out, concrete, something new, concrete coming out when it comes to the marriage or working together. So the reading is about they're mentally being tied up and their mask is being removed when we come to the Republicans. With things that are up in the air, there will be some short-term successes with it. What's going on now, when it comes to compassion, they see the toxicity that's been going on with the Republicans. The challenge is to end their storylines that they continue to put out and continue to go with. Potential outcome, though, is a bridge to compassion, to what's being put out to America. So it is going to turn around. We are making things, but it's more revealing some more of the things that are going on with the Republic Uglies.
Wow, fascinating. Yeah, brilliant. Sheila, what do you have?
Okay, real quick. I did get that King of Cups, which was what I was looking for, with that strength and balance and democracy going forward. So that was a really good card that I had. And then I got the Eight of Swords, and I just remembered, because I have words at the bottom of my cards here. Eight of Swords. There's one little phrase there that says, "Self-honesty brings change." I thought that helps a lot, because I got the Two of Swords, creating balance, that intelligent decisions that everybody has to make with the mind. And then again, I got a Queen of Cups. So are we going to have a king and a queen again? You know what I mean? But anyways, what the Republicans are regretting their decisions and how they have made it. They are finally realizing that their messaging is dead. They can't rely on the old playbook anymore. It's dead. They can't rehash it again. So there's that.
Fascinating. And Lena, what do you have?
Well, it starts off with the Four of Pentacles, keeping your cards close to your chest, followed by the card of confusion. And when they went down 1-1, I thought, this is actually the DEMS as well as the GOP. I think the centrist DEMS were as surprised as anybody about Mamdani and a lot of the others. And they don't want to, they've got to rethink things by doing this, and they're a bit confused. I think the confusion also is the GOP. Oh, how did that happen? I think the confusion is also MAGA. Oh, but he's great, but how come I can't buy a toilet roll, right? Like, I think these cards speak about everybody, right? But people are feeling the pinch in terms of their groceries, etc. Now, in terms of the actual election going forward, 2026 and stuff, strategies will be put in place to keep it fair and honest, and also there'll be those on the other side strategizing how to steal it. There could be a hold-up, a delay in results, or whatever. However, outcome, I love this, pushing aside the lies and the froth and the bubble, celebration. So I think that gives us cause for optimism, but there will be, delays and kerfuffle. Obviously, you don't have to be a psychic to think it'll go smoothly.
Wow. Very, very good. Very, very good. And just to quickly dive in before I do my reading, and then we'll squeeze in one more. Just wanted to give a bit more feedback from the audience here, giving us some background into Yu Men Long, which I think is very worth sharing. And then someone said here, Beer's mum, the same pattern as in Russia, a sudden fall from a window. I think an African diplomat has just been thrown out of a window in Paris, actually. That was something my friend was sending me today. So, fenestration, defenestration, that's the name for it when you're thrown out a window. It's actually what it means. Aaron says here, watch Lee's Real Talk. She's really good, actually. Lee's Real Talk. If you've not watched her podcast, you want to know all things about China, she's very, very good for that story and more about China. Someone else says here, Wheezy Squeezebox says Yu Meng Long was mostly a supporting actor. He was the fourth brother of 10 Miles of Peach Blossom and an asthmatic heir in Love Game in Eastern Fantasy. He was also a singer. And then Glenn says, I've seen pretty much awful video expose on the unfortunate death. And then this here with most detail, SW4 says, Yu is well known, but his career was stalled to his refusal to have dinner and drinks with wealthy investors, which may have wanted a bit more from him, because we know wealthy investors have certain tastes. And he is genuinely a nice guy and would never commit suicide from someone else. Apartment. There we are. So I just thought we'll give that there now to get in my reading, and then we'll squeeze in one more. So talking about the Democrats, how they're responding, etc. Straight away, who do we have showing up? My card for Duck Larange. Here he is sitting there.
Narcissist.
The narcissist saying, the reason why we lost was because I wasn't on the ticket.
That's the only thing. Yeah.
You delusional. I almost said derational, which isn't even a word, but I think it is for Trump. This narcissistic batshit. Anyway, he's absolutely crazy. Here, so Duck Larange, the smug merchants, of course, the billionaires, The billionaires sitting there, tech bros, all of them, just being smug, being the bad boyfriend. But look, their abuses of power are being exposed. This lot, Duck Larange and the billionaires have been abusing their power, and people are starting to leave them behind because they are disgusted with the results. Then with the Dems in regards to the White House, so there could be some change there. And look at my outcome card, the sun. Everything is clear by sunlight. I think what is happening is daylight is the daylight of reality is bleaching the BS.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so obvious now. It's so obvious what's going on in the White House. It's like everyone can see. No food for you, but I'm going to have my Great Gatsby party. You can all start.
Yeah. And I think what will bring him undone in the end, there's a million things of why he'll go, but this thing of just saying barefaced, prices are down, gas is down, all this, in the face of that's what's going to do MAGA heads in.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're not following what he's thinking or doing at the ASEAN summit or anything. They don't have any idea about that.
Exactly.
You just keep saying everything is going down.
Yeah, it's just bonkers. Everyone can see in the sunlight, you cannot BS in full sunlight. All right, let's quickly squeeze one in. This is a little bit different, a little bit esoteric. One card pull just to close the show, and I just thought it was a bit titillating. So here we are. So this has come from Angeli. Greetings, wonderful souls. With the destruction of the White House by Duck Larange, I have been wondering about the spirits of all the former presidents who have graced this house. Do you see that 45 is being visited or possibly haunted by these former presidents? Can you see what these spirits are letting him know? And thank you so much. By the way, Lady G, on your post today you looked so lovely. So all the compliments are flying. So one card pull. Let's just see what the Dead Presidents Club thinks of Duck Larange. Yeah.
Oh my God. And I think this is important in the comments. The FBI has arrested 2 ICE agents after viewing videos of beating a female. They say more are coming and asking for videos to be sent. So I know there's a problem with guys posing as ICE agents too and doing this, but that's interesting.
All right, so one
The
card.
Dead Presidents.
Dead Presidents Club. What do they think of Duck L'Orange? And it will be, is it Sheila going first? No, wait. Yeah, Sheila going first. After 3. 1, 2, 3. What is that you have, Sheila?
I did
We
my
can't see
haunted
it,
house
Tim.
deck. I pulled out my haunted house deck and came up with him being burned at the stake. I'm gonna leave it
They've
right
got
there.
little Astro voodoo dolls. Oh, I love it.
Amazing. Yeah, Trump burning at the stake.
Whoa! All right. Well, there you go.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Brilliant. Lena, how do you interpret your card?
Well, the Emperor, which is often my card for Trump himself. So I couldn't believe it came out. But yes, they're saying, what's he doing making it a stone throne? And look at all the arid conditions around him. So if you were wearing that outfit in that landscape, you would be burning up by lunchtime.
Yeah, the fire theme there is strong, isn't it? Gosh. You done it? Yes, I'll read my card. So I've got here the 10 of Pentacles, which again is what the card of what institutions. It talks about the Republican Party, but it's also, I associate it as well with the oligarchy. I think they're just shaking their heads and just going, this guy is so corrupt. I mean, we may have done some little dodgy bits here and there under the table, but this guy takes the biscuit. I think they are aghast at his levels of corruption because you can't fit any more coins on the card.
No.
It's like, he is just ridiculous. Lady G, you get to close.
Well, I have the 8 of Wands. So as you can see, I mean, this is just blatant coming in. And so I had to pull another card, and they're saying that he's the big sleep. And this could be a few different things. I mean, he's really out to lunch, clueless, but also could be it's time for him to be on the golf course with his wife.
Yeah, the big
Or he needs to be taken to hell. I mean, either one, you can look at this guy.
Yeah. Just like
That boy's going down.
Yeah, they are not impressed. They are not impressed. You know, the Dead Presidents Club. So, as usual, guys, the time has gone in absolute flash. We're already run over. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Please, of course, be sure to like and subscribe and share and all that jazz. And thanks so much for supporting the channel and your contributions, particularly as well, giving us some extra information on you men long. And I think that was uncanny, that reading that we did. I think it was uncanny. That was just like, whoa. And it just goes to show the power of a one card pull, especially a random one. We don't really know anything about this guy, and it seems to confer. So we will leave it there. So the next you guys will be seeing me is probably on the Friday, hopefully from IBIZA. But if you don't, then you know why, because I'm just too busy. But it should be all good. And thank you, ladies. What's happening next week? So who's off next week? Lena's off next week, but you know what? I'm going to have to try and find a guest, actually. I'm going to have to try and find a guest.
When we go off, I have a couple of suggestions I would love to invite.
Oh, good. Yes, please do. Yeah, please do. And we'll see. But also as well, it's winter. Things are winding down. It's nice to rest a bit as well. Anyway, but we will leave it there, folks. So thank you so much, and we will see you soon. But
and
yes,
thanks
Sheila,
to
tell me off camera.
everyone who was on board and commenting. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
much
absolutely.
Appreciated.
And I love the OG every once in a while.
Exactly. See you soon, everyone. Bye-bye for now. It was 3,200 and something and plus. Anyway, bye-bye for now.
Nice.